was supposed to be a simple errand. Ethan clutched the thick envelope in his jacket pocket, feeling the weight of it, not just the physical weight, but everything it represented. $80,000. The result of selling his late father's beloved '68 Mustang after months of back and forth with collectors. He hadn't wanted to sell it, but medical bills, home repairs, and life after loss had forced his hand. He glanced at the bank across the street from the strip mall parking lot. Just a few more steps and it would be safe. Deposited. Done. But Ethan had always been the kind of man who noticed things, small things, like the way an elderly woman struggled with her groceries a few feet away, or how a young mother was juggling a crying baby and a bag of diapers near her car. He crossed to help her, offering a gentle smile. "Thank you," she said breathlessly. "You're a lifesaver." "No problem," he replied. He hoisted the bag into her trunk, gave the baby a playful wave, then walked off. He didn't realize the envelope had slipped out of his jacket. 5 minutes later, standing at the bank counter, Ethan reached into his pocket. Nothing. He checked again, then again. His stomach dropped. He retraced his steps across the street, scanning the ground, heart pounding. The sidewalk, the parking lot. Nothing. His pulse roared in his ears. The envelope had to be here. It had to be. A store clerk told him they hadn't seen anything. Another suggested asking management to review the cameras. "Money?" one of them asked. "How much?" Ethan hesitated. "A lot," he admitted. "It was my dad's." By the time he checked the parking lot security footage, it was already too late. A woman in a beige SUV had walked past the area just minutes after he'd helped the young mom. The footage was grainy, but you could clearly see her bending down, picking something up, looking around, then casually slipping it into her oversized designer bag before getting into her vehicle and driving off. Ethan stared at the screen, heart sinking. She didn't even hesitate. No one turned it in. No one called. It was gone. Karen Prescott wasn't used to winning. Her boutique barely Ethan's hands trembled as he and Lena walked up the small set of steps to Karen Prescott's boutique. The crisp morning air did nothing to calm his racing heart. He'd rehearsed his words a dozen times, but now that they were here, uncertainty clung to him. Lena stepped forward, her posture firm. "Karen Prescott?" she called through the glass door, voice steady. From inside, Karen peered up, perfectly manicured nails wrapped around her phone, likely another spa selfie. She slipped the phone into her designer handbag and offered a gracious smile. "Lena, Ethan, what a surprise. Come in, come in." Ethan followed, clutching a folder with the security stills and the partial plate match. His throat felt dry, but he forced the words out. "You found an envelope last week, $80,000. Karen raised an eyebrow. "Found? Oh, you mean that weird-looking man who dropped some cash? I did see him. I thought, well, if he didn't want it, it was up for grabs." Lena cleared her throat. "Ethan didn't give it up. It fell out of his pocket." Karen's smile slipped. "Look, I'm not going to argue over money that was just sitting there. Besides, there's no law stopping me." She patted the front counter. "Can I get you something? A latte? A smoothie?" Ethan glanced at Lena, who shot him an encouraging nod. "No thank you," he said. "We have evidence, security footage, license plate records. You're the woman who picked it up." Karen folded her arms. "That's circumstantial. I didn't sign anything. You can't prove I knew it was lost money." She leaned in, voice low. "Finders keepers, Ethan." His chest tightened. "This was my father's life savings, meant for the house mortgage. You have no right." Karen's lips curled. "Emotions don't make cash disappear. I found it fair and square." Lena's eyes flashed. "Then why did you post photos of your spa day on Instagram the same afternoon? Time-stamped. You're spending the exact amount." She slid her phone across the counter, showing a side-by-side of the still frame and Karen's story highlight. Karen's face paled. She reached for the phone, but Lena pulled it back. "I'll give you one chance. Return the money now, or we'll see you in court." Karen laughed, a brittle, hollow sound. "Go ahead. Sue me. I'll see you in small claims, and I'll countersue for harassment." Ethan felt his shoulders slump. Lena squeezed his arm. "It doesn't matter. This is bigger than small claims." Karen shrugged. "Good luck with that." They turned to go. Just as the door clicked behind them, Karen muttered under her breath, "Stubborn fools." Outside, Ethan exhaled, voice breaking. "She's not backing down." Lena lifted her chin. "Yet. But she will, not with the judge, but with public pressure. We'll build the narrative. Expose her." She looked over at Ethan, compassion softening her gaze. "We'll get your money back." Ethan nodded, swallowing the knot in his throat. He felt broken, but Lena's confidence kindled a spark of hope. The real battle was just beginning. Lena had always believed in justice, not just the courtroom kind, but the kind that held people accountable even when they thought no one was watching. And Karen Prescott? She had made one crucial mistake. She wanted to be seen. Over the next week, Lena compiled a digital dossier. Screenshots of Karen's sudden shopping spree. Timeline comparisons between the lost money and Karen's social media posts. She even reached out to Karen's spa and boutique suppliers posing as a businesswoman researching local marketing patterns, and got receipts of recent high-value purchases. Ethan, still raw from the confrontation, hesitated. "Do you really think this will hold up?" "Yes," Lena said without blinking. "She admitted it to us. That's already something. But more importantly, her own digital trail tells the story." They filed a civil suit. Karen responded with mockery, posting a selfie with the caption, "When broke boys try to sue a boss woman, LOL." But the lawsuit wasn't a bluff. In court, Lena presented everything: security footage, the partial plate match, photos of Karen with new luxury items, receipts from stores, even a clip where Karen casually joked in an Instagram story, Some idiot dropped his rent money in the parking lot. Blessed day, huh? The judge frowned. You found $80,000 in a commercial parking lot and didn't report it to the police? Karen's smile faltered. I mean, no one was around. It was just lying there. And you assumed it was yours? I thought maybe it was a sign, a gift. Ethan sat silently, hands clasped, eyes fixed on the floor. The judge leaned forward. That's not how the law works. Lost property in a public place must be reported. Spending it knowingly is conversion of property, and this is egregious. Karen tried to blurt out something about being a struggling business owner, about how Ethan didn't deserve the money anyway, but it was too late. The judge ruled in Ethan's favor. She was ordered to repay the full $80,000, plus court fees and penalties. But it didn't stop there. During the trial, an investigator noted financial inconsistencies in Karen's boutique. Turns out, this wasn't the first time she'd used found money. A deeper audit uncovered a shady loan scheme tied to misreported boutique income. She was now being investigated for fraud. Outside the courtroom, Ethan stood silently. The verdict hadn't brought back his dad or undone the anxiety of those sleepless nights, but it gave him something else. Closure. Karen was escorted out by 2 officers, not in cuffs yet, but no longer smug. You did it, Lena said softly, handing Ethan the envelope of returned cash. Dad would be proud. Ethan exhaled, looking at the worn seal. No, he said quietly. We did it. He finally smiled, small, real, tired. But for the first time in weeks, it didn't feel like the world was pressing down on him.